It was a grand wedding, the kind with chandeliers bigger than cars, a string quartet playing soft jazz, and guests dripping in designer labels. Laughter echoed, glasses clinked, and camera flashes lit up the night like stars. But amid all the glitter, a little girl in a wheelchair sat quietly near the back, her small hands folded in her lap. Her name was Emily. She was 10 years old, and paralyzed from the waist down. Her dress was ivory silk, her brown curls neatly pinned with a flower crown. But no one noticed her. Not even her father. That man, CEO Daniel Prescott, stood center stage like he always did, confident, charismatic, admired by all. The wedding was his niece's, and Daniel had spared no expense. But in the rush of planning, he'd forgotten something, or someone. Emily. Her mother had passed away 2 years ago, and since then, Daniel had buried himself in work. He provided everything, nannies, doctors, the best tutors, but not himself. He loved her, he truly did, but love can't always be felt through silent rooms and closed office doors. And so, at this glittering event filled with smiles and speeches, Emily sat alone. Until someone noticed. Jack Turner was a mechanic, and a single dad. He didn't belong at the wedding, not really. He was invited only because his daughter Lily was a flower girl and best friends with the bride's younger cousin. Jack had spent most of the evening trying not to knock over anything or anyone. Then, as he stepped outside for air, he saw her. A little girl in a wheelchair, eyes down, untouched plate on her lap. He turned to a waiter. "Who's that?" "That's Daniel Prescott's daughter," the waiter whispered. "She's special. No one really knows how to talk to her." Jack stared for a second. His jaw tightened. Then he walked straight over. "Hey," he said gently. "Why is she sitting all alone?" Emily looked up, startled. Her eyes were a soft hazel, unsure at first, but curious. "I guess, no one wants to dance with a girl who can't dance," she said quietly. Jack knelt beside her. "Well, lucky for you, I've got 2 left feet. I'm terrible at dancing. Want to show me how it's done from the wheels?" Her lips quivered. "You mean it?" Jack smiled. "Absolutely." He pushed her onto the dance floor. Heads turned. The music slowed. And suddenly, Jack began twirling her in her chair, awkwardly, clumsily, joyfully. Emily laughed. For the first time that night, her whole face lit up. Then Lily ran over, hugging Emily from behind. Then 2 other kids joined. Then a bridesmaid. Then another guest. Before long, the center of the dance floor wasn't the bride or the groom or the billion-dollar CEO, it was Emily, surrounded by a growing circle of laughter, kindness, and inclusion. Daniel stood off to the side, stunned. He saw his daughter, really saw her, for the first time in years. His eyes filled. His hands trembled. Jack noticed him. He wheeled Emily over. "Sir," Jack said respectfully, "your daughter is amazing. I hope you don't mind that we borrowed her for a bit." Daniel knelt in front of Emily. "Sweetheart," he whispered, "I'm so sorry." Emily didn't say anything. She just reached out and took his hand. That night, Daniel didn't return to the boardroom. He didn't make late-night calls. He danced. He laughed. He listened to Emily's every word. He hugged her like he'd never let go. Jack and Lily left without fanfare. But before leaving, Emily gave Jack a drawing she'd made, him pushing her wheelchair through a garden of stars. A week later, Daniel called Jack and asked to meet. "I built empires," Daniel said, "but I couldn't build a bridge to my own daughter." "You did that in 5 minutes." Jack smiled. All it took was looking her in the eye. 6 months later, Daniel launched the Emily Project, a foundation providing support, companionship, and inclusion training for children with disabilities. Jack became a consultant. Emily She became the face of a movement. Her smile, once hidden, now shined on billboards around the country. All because someone asked a simple question. Why is she alone? Sometimes the smallest acts of kindness, seeing someone, truly seeing them, can ripple into a lifetime of change.